Hi, it's Chris Diamond, the founder of DoubleTimeToday.com. In this video, I'm going to give you 4 quick tips on getting more done in less time. Working from home can be challenging, especially when friends and family are around. And that's why it's quite important for us to develop ways of getting more done in less time, since other demands on our way throughout the day seeking for our attention. It turns out that we all have 24 hours a day and 7 days in a week. It is simply a matter of doing those things that are important to us and give us the highest leverage out of our time and greater results, so that we meet other demands with confidence and sense of accomplishment. Most of us don't do those things that we can get the high return on investments out of their time because oftentimes they're uncomfortable, new to us, and not habitual. If you do certain activities that are not part of our daily, weekly, or even monthly routine, we're gradually going to fall back into old patterns and ways of doing things. That's why it's important to establish habits around those high leverage activities. Before we do that, we have to know what they are. So here are the 4 quick tips for getting more done by investing less time. Number 1, serializing your tasks by doing similar jobs or activities together in one particular period of time. What it simply means is that we want to work at multiple activities that have similar nature, requiring the same tools to get them done. We don't want to jump from one unfinished or completely different activity or task to another, but focus on those activities that have similar nature. Now, let me give you an example. Let's say you write an article and perhaps you know the importance of headlines. They determine the readership of that article. So we want to choose one idea that we want to write about and to write different headlines that describe the same idea in different angles. We don't want to worry about the body of the article right now or the teaser copy at the bottom, only the headlines. Come up with 20 headlines that suit the needs of that article. You can develop 20 different articles out of those 20 headlines. That's because a single twist of the words can change the entire meaning of the article and give a birth of new way of writing. So we want to do only the headlines until we come up with a series of headlines that are going to suit our needs. That is called serializing your tasks. This is going to allow you to focus on similar activities that produce slightly different results. You don't know which of those variations is going to be better unless you test them out. That's why you may want to create many different headlines first and then create articles that suit those headlines later. By serializing your content or by serializing your tasks, you can come up with a lot of creative ways to get a single job done. Number 2, identifying the most important tasks and do them first. We want to know our aims in order to do this. We have to know where we want to go and the specific outcome that we want to achieve. This will allow us to pick the most important tasks, where upon completion, those tasks are going to bring you closer to the desired destination than any other activity. By doing the most important tasks first, it is going to give us enough leverage to neglect the unimportant tasks. And I've seen this all the time. The insignificant stuff that doesn't have any impact or doesn't move you toward your outcome is going to move you away from your goals. I've learned this from Wild Woods Mall. Whatever doesn't bring you to the desired destination is actually moving you even further away from it. Number 3, simplify the work. We always want to make fewer steps, especially if the task is big. The more we plan to do many different steps, the more we give ourselves a greater burden to complete that task. If you do this, we may procrastinate and not getting the thing complete because it appears too complex later. Let me give an example. Let's say you want to create a system to distribute content to different websites on the internet and want to plan in detail so that we can see the bigger picture, but if we get caught up too much into the details, we may lose track of the project. This is where we get sidetracked from our work by losing ourselves into activities that are not related to our initial goal. That's why we want to simplify the process by eliminating unnecessary steps out of the picture. If we can, merge or link smaller related tasks together and do them first, as I described in step 1. However, you want to make sure that they are related to your initial goal. That is very important. Number 4, eliminate unnecessary activities that are not related to that task you're working on. This is related to the step 3. However, there's a simple difference. We want to ask ourselves, if I do this task right now, is it going to get me closer in finishing the project that I'm working on? If the answer to this question is negative, we have 2 choices. The first choice is to delegate this task to someone else if it is going to have certain value when it is complete, and the second choice is to eliminate that task completely if there is no substantial value in it, depending on the current project you're working on. We don't want to do activities that are not related to the current project you have in place. That's because if we start many different projects at the same time and not completing none of them, eventually none of those projects are going to be complete. That's because if you start many different projects at the same time, eventually none of them are going to be complete. We want to finish a project completely and then get to another one if it is applicable. Starting different tasks at once that are not related to in any way is like opening many doors without closing old ones. This leads to multitasking, and instead of getting the job done in less time, we get nothing done and wasting more time. If you want to become dramatically more productive at your work, eliminate distractions and get more focused and maintain that focus, visit my blog at doubletimetoday.com. That is doubletimetoday.com. That was the video. That was the 4 quick steps. Thanks for stopping by. You're welcome to replay this video if you didn't get it at first, and I will talk to you soon. That was Chris Diamond. Thanks for stopping by.